big reason why I wanted to live out of my Subaru. I'm still building it out, just so I can park at trailheads and just run. You know, I'm sick and tired of driving back and forth from the house up to a trailhead and back. Usually it's like a 20 to 30 minute drive to some of my favorite trail runs, and I particularly love running in the rain. I don't know why. Well, technically today it's kind of snowing outside. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it basically says it's 37 degrees out. I've been looking for a van, and I'm so sick and tired of how expensive some of these things are with how many miles they have on them, and the whole van life culture kind of ruined, like at least the new van life culture kind of ruined a lot of things. I think people kind of forget the whole point behind why people want to live out of a van is just so they can be a complete dirtbag and climb every day or do whatever outdoor activity they want to do. It had nothing to do with like Instagram or YouTube or any of this crap. It simply had to do with waking up every single day and doing what you love to do without having to drive. And I think that's exactly why I want to live out of my car. The Subaru, I have a 2010 Subaru Forester, and it's got a 5-speed, 4-cylinder, not fast, but I mean right now I'm getting 28 miles to gallon, and I love it. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 190 pounds, and I've gone on plenty of adventures with this thing, and I've lived very comfortably inside of it. So to me, it's just a recipe for fun, and I'm not doing this for anything else other than taking kind of like a video journal. I do my own writing, and I'm a freelance writer, so that's another big part of being able to live out of a car. It's easy for me, because I can write wherever the hell I want. Magical. Pretty magical again. Trail running might have saved my life. Can't give trail running 100% of the credit. It's more just kind of just being in nature, away from everything, away from all the media. I'm kind of getting off Instagram because I kind of can't handle a lot of the people's opinions, and even YouTube is kind of getting out of control. And I stopped watching the news about a year ago. I'm 31, I'm turning 32 next month, but trail running might have saved my life, where my mood swings were just out of control. I would go from being so stoked on life and happy and thrilled about going fly fishing and running, and I love backpacking, to just the very same day staring at a wall, unmotivated, uncreative, but yeah, just these really extreme highs and lows, and I don't have any way to control it other than through running. Need to get away from some of these things sometimes, or actually all the time. I need it daily, but the only way I feel like sane or normal is on a run, or just, I guess I can kind of feel it on a hike, but when it comes to running, it's just like the farther and harder the run is, the higher I feel after the run. Like the post-run feeling is irreplaceable. So that was one of the cures. Sadly, the other cure that I found, drinking. So I'm in recovery right now from alcoholism. I am 23 days as of today, completely bone dry. My journey of sobriety started about a year ago though. And I say journey because I obviously did not achieve lasting sobriety. I started in April 13th, which is a really important day, and I'll get more into that I went 9 days. And that was huge for me because basically from my 22nd birthday till I was 30 or 31, I can count on one hand how many days I did not drink in those 9 or 10 years. And, you know, it was basic reasons, like I was sick, or a couple of those days, funny enough, were just really crazy days of travel. I used to travel a lot. I've been to 26 countries. And, you know, like overnight buses or whatever in South America, like, you know, I just wouldn't drink. I would just sleep or whatever. But, you know, those were the days I didn't drink, you know. And so never in a million years, I think, I could, like, put it down on my own accord, because I wanted to. It went 9 days, and it was pretty powerful. And I remember I relapsed, of course, and I had another drink. And I remember drinking, I was like, holy cow, I can't believe I did that. Like, just really kind of a cool experience. And then April 13th rolls around, and I ended up going 64 days completely sober. And I relapsed on Father's Day, but I relapsed on Father's Day last year because I would always drink with my dad. You know, I love drinking with my dad, and we'd go fishing, or when Mom went out of town or something, we would go buy a bottle of vodka or whiskey and just sip. And my dad would come up when I was in college, and, you know, I remember creating 2 Facebook photo albums called Blackout 1 and Blackout 2, which is just when my dad would come up, we would party with all of my friends. And it was pretty classic. I think my dad loved it too. But, you know, my dad's an alcoholic, and but he's a functioning one. I started losing function a long time ago. But long story short, trail running may have saved my life, just because, you know, I started trail running about 3 years ago when I moved to Montana. And I love that post-run feeling. And when you couple that with, you know, an hour or two in nature and a really hard, difficult run, you know, you feel like you're floating. You feel like, you know, your whole body is just like getting a massage in a way. It feels amazing. And I wrote in my journal, I keep a trail running blog or trail running log, and I also do a daily journal at night. And I'm going to try to do this too, you know, just for my own accord. Maybe I could watch it a year from now and kind of laugh, or hopefully reflect on a year's worth of sobriety. But I wrote about how post-trail run, that feeling you get, it's like you're high. You know, it's like, it's so phenomenal. And I wrote how, like, you're almost like you're on clouds. You're on a cloud of endorphins, just looking at the heavens. And I also wrote about the days I don't run. I'm below those clouds, you know, I'm in the rain, I'm in the snow, I'm getting washed into the gutters and back to the bullshit of my alcoholism. But, you know, here I am 23 days, and I had a really spiritual experience coming to finally that first day on May 17th of just putting it down. And I chose May 17th because I wanted to go 2 months till my 32nd birthday. My birthday is July 17th. And as of right now, I don't want to. You know, I don't want to drink on my birthday, and I'm planning on going for like a 24-mile run on my birthday, actually. And you know, it's been really hard. I've had these intense cravings, and I'll go camping, like I want to live out of my Subaru and pass out of these trailheads, but it's like, it's gonna be really hard having a campfire and not being able to crack open a beer or have a glass of wine or sip on some whiskey. But, you know, it's like, you just don't need it if you really think about it. It's all mental. And a big reason why I haven't checked into rehab or done 12-step or gone to AA or whatever, all these wonderful things that people do, is it's up to you. What I'm realizing, I put myself in this scenario. I wanted to drink. Back in college, I wanted to go party. I wanted to be social, and then it got out of control, where it switched from kind of having fun with friends to like a daily necessity. But ultimately, it was just it's up to you. So if you wanted to start drinking, it's up to you to quit drinking. You don't need rehab. I mean, rehab's expensive. Another reason I didn't want to do it, it's like, I just got out of college debt. I don't want to go back into debt again. And I'm kind of discovering that if I can go 23 days of running every single day, which I have, and going deeper into nature, and the less media I put into my body, the less depression I feel, that I can achieve this on my own. And I can't say that I take complete credit for being strong and putting it down on myself, because I haven't. I've definitely, you know, media has been a good thing, and it's been a horrible thing, obviously, but you know, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about other people's journeys to sobriety, and I've read books. One huge guy that's been a really important role in my life that I want to live is Rich Roll, you know, ultra runner, vegan, that was, you know, an alcoholic himself, and he started my whole journey. And you know, just studying guys like that though, and you know, I watched a bunch of people's videos, and you know, there's a lot more out there that I want to watch again, because I want to learn from all these people. So like I said, I can't take full responsibility for my sobriety. It's just, you know, you could do it on your own. All the resources are out there for anyone that wants to do it, to do anything, whether it's sobriety or finally achieve your dreams. Which, you know, another reason is I was starting to realize, like, you know, I have every ability to become who I want to be, and choose the profession I want to choose, and be the athlete I want to be, and I was just pissing it away with everyday poison. And so that's kind of the story behind why I want to live out of my Subaru. You know, I have a great car. My Subaru is fucking a rock star. All-wheel drive, great gas mileage, and I've owned trucks before, and I've taken that damn Subaru more places than any of my four-wheel drive. Yeah, the clearance sucks, but you know, I don't need to go up to Moab and go rock crawling, or it takes me everywhere I want to go. And yeah, it might be cramped, but like, you know, I'll get used to it. Go and do the one thing that keeps me sane and keeps my depression at bay and keeps me sober, is just running. And I love running because it's just, you can click into so many amazing things when you run. I don't ever listen to music when I run. I love just tapping into all the bullshit that's in my brain. And I joke about how every time I lace up my running shoes, it's like I put the boxing gloves on and I get in the ring with my demons and just go to work, you know. And I don't win every battle, but I definitely win the war. You know, running's not easy, it's hard. I have good days and bad days, but I know in my brain that it just, when the run's over, you feel so amazing. It's just so magical. And I love running when it's raining or snowing, because no one's around. But this is what I want to do. It's more just for me. I need to like take count of my lasting sobriety, and you know, this is the life I want to live. I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, and I want to achieve my dreams. I have huge aspirations, and I want to get there. So that's my story. But I like to do a little lap. So I just ran around the south side of the lake, and now the trail kind of ends, and we kind of go to this dirt road. This dirt road's pretty awesome. It leads to another trailhead, or several trailheads up that way. But I like to do this loop where run around the south side of the lake, and then you kind of go around on the dirt road along the north side of the lake. I think in total it's like 5.5 miles. I'm just gonna go run now. I walk. I need to feel those endorphins, so I'll see you back in the car. Post run, 5.5 miles, kind of around the lake there. Yeah, just, it's amazing. I feel so relaxed. You know, on the way here, I was like grinding my teeth, just like kind of angry, kind of yelling to no one by myself. But it seemed like every road up here, there was construction that blocked every road on the way up, and I was just losing it. But now I'm just like, whatever. My go bag, basically it's like tripod and camera, and I've got a notepad in there. But brought some clothes, got some errands to run. But this is the platform. Kind of move my passenger seat up because I'm 6 foot, so I always have to like fold the seat forward. But now I didn't want to deal with that, so kind of built it, kind of janky. Kind of don't really care. So this is my running journal. I always keep it in my seat back pocket there, but oh, I hope nobody ends up reading this thing, because if they do, they're gonna read a really sad story. But it's good for me to like write shit down, because you know I'm a freelance writer, so it's just you can't get better as a writer unless you're writing. So I journal twice a day. Basically, I have a running journal, and then I have a journal by my bed that I do right before I fall asleep about the day in general. But this is just strictly about running. But more often than not, when I run, it's just all I think about is, I don't say all I think about, but I think about my drinking a lot. And but maybe that's just me just working through the bullshit, so I think it's good. It's healthy. It's not like a bad thing to do, but hopefully over the years of doing this, maybe I'll read through it and I'll grow even more. So, but yeah, great run, and now I'm off to do some errands.